Take a deep breath in and let it out. Another deep breath in and let it out. Find your own tempo of breathing. And calm yourself down a bit. Let go of any thoughts, emotions, ideas in your head. Hand them over to your spirit, to your God presence for safekeeping. You can connect to them later again. And then set up your energetic pillar, your connection from earth to source. Expand your heart energy to 6 feet in all directions, forming a sphere of your own heart energy around you. Ground this down to the heart of Mother Earth. And again, she awaits this connection with you and will bring up relevant energy, frequency, colors, temperatures, textures for you now. And feel and sense if you can tune into what she brings up for you today through your pillar. And expand this energy with your heart energy all the way up to source. And find that connection that naturally takes place with source. Breathe up and down your energetic pillar. And again, settle your energy more, calm your breathing down. So we call on the support teams now. We ask for the Angels, Archangels, Ascended Masters, and the Karmic Board to merge deeply and fully with us now through all dimensions of our fields. We ask for our God presences, our guides, our ascension councils to work in harmonious group consciousness together, so the highest of the highest of the highest will be shown here today for all of us in our here and now. We ask for a temple of God presence communion to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. We ask for a temple of Mother Gaia grounding to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. And finally calling on a temple of divine union to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. Allow all these frequencies to merge with yours now. Allow these energies to open up your field, raise your consciousness and frequency. And focus your attention now in the God Presence Communion Temple. And today we are greeted by Ascended Master Lady Nada. And Nada invite you, first of all, to take a seat in the circle and start sending your heart energy to the right of you. And this will form a connected energy of all beings present here in this particular session. And keep sending out that energy to the right, and now also connect to the liquid light crystal fire at the core of the temple with your heart and thymus and your brow, and send out these energies to this fire, and then you will receive back from this crystalline liquid light fire. Send and receive, send to your right to form a connected circle, and send through the front of you to the center of the temple, and receive back in this way as well. And this forms an interconnectedness of all souls and God presences present here, right now, at the moment of you engaging with this particular stream of frequency. Nada asks you to let go of any blocks you may feel coming up in interconnectedness with others, other places, other beings, other people, the animal kingdom, nature in general, Earth, Mother Gaia, Source, your guides and support teams. Hand over any blocks that you know you may have, she says, that always come up, potentially in these types of sessions and meditations, or other spiritual or earthly work that you've been connecting to. These are often old wounds. Wounds where you have disconnected yourself from Source or Earth or your support teams. Start handing them over now to your support teams around you, or to myself, Nada says, and they will be transformed, transmuted back into universal love and light energies, or sent down to the heart of Mother Gaia, and she will transform them for you. These can be thought patterns, belief systems, negative emotions, or things like blocks in your heart or pressure on your head when you are invited to or think about connecting with assistance, external assistance that is here for you if you ask for it. Your free will makes that you need to ask for it, even though your guides, your ascension council, your support teams are always at the ready to assist you, but you do need to ask, for they can't breach your free will, nor would they want to. So they are always there in service. All you need to do is signal with your intention or simply ask that you would like their assistance. And this is simply a knowing. And another limitation, Nada says, that most souls in earthly incarnations, but beyond that, have as well, is a natural fear or reservedness or block to ask for a lot of support. It's like it's okay to ask for a little bit of support. Can this angel, can this archangel, can this ascended master help me with this and this, please? But the thought of asking 1,000 angels to assist is often a blockage for most of you, Nada says. And this is why she wishes to shed some light on this today, because as you, as a soul in God presence, have free will, so do angels, archangels, ascended masters, and other beings in your support team. They have free will as well, and they have chosen to be of 100% support to you and others that call to them. So for them to be able to do their mission and that which helps them grow and gives them great pleasure and satisfaction, you need to utilize your free will. And this is an important realization. So Nada asks for all these blockages now to be cleared in limitations of how much support you may ask for. And with these being removed now, breathing up and down your pillar, letting these be removed for as much as is possible for you in your here and now. These blocks are removed, and the Akashic records are changed. Any karmic absolution is granted by the karmic board where possible, and where applicable, and where relevant. And this leads to the main information frequency Nada says that she wishes to discuss with you today. And that is calling in the support from those around you, your guides committed to your ascension journey, to your earthly incarnation journey, your ascension council, often 12 beings, sometimes more, ready to assist you whenever you need them. Your God presence, ready, always ready to assist you. And part of the earthly journey is to allow more and more of your God presence, your higher self, to come into your physical vessel. To do this, you need to let go of limiting thoughts, limiting belief systems, lower level emotions, things stuck in your physical body, unhealthy patterns you may have with eating or other health issues, relationships, and so be the best you can be while being happy and stress-free, leading to happiness, health, and abundance in your earthly incarnation, and allowing you to line up with your mission or that which you truly wish to accomplish or be here on earth. And sometimes accomplishing simply means being in this incarnation, and it's often a combination of being and doing, masculine and feminine, a holistic connectedness. And so, next to your pillar, which connects you as a soul to Mother Gaia through your grounding, and to Source through your higher chakras and the upper part of your pillar. Next to that, Nada wishes to teach you a very new technique today. A technique she refers to as energetic braiding. And there's different levels of energetic braiding, she explains. And today you will be taken through a series of exercises to understand and feel what temporary braiding means and what it can do for you and how it can assist you on your life's journey. And what permanent braiding means and how this can assist you on your life's journey. So breathe up and down your pillar now. Send more energy to the right of you, completing that circle, receiving on the left. Send energy out through your brow, your thymus, and your heart to the center of the temple, to the crystalline energy there. Receive back from this and feel how you are part of this energetic group structure that is formed here. In the first exercise, Nada explains that you will all be engaging in is a temporary braiding with an ascended master that is particularly connected to your journey or the current initiation in your life on earth, in your current journey. Some of you may recognize which ascended master this will be, and for others it is merely trusting that perhaps later you will understand or come across whom this is. This can be a male or female ascended master. and it is definitely an Ascended Master closely connected to you. Perhaps this Ascended Master sits on your Ascension Council. Perhaps this Ascended Master is simply one who is particularly connected to themes you are moving through at current. And so there is different ways that this braiding can take place. Nada explains most common is from above or below or from behind you, knowing that the back part of your chakra system is the receptive side and the front is the transmissional side. You can receive energy coming through the top of your pillar and from the bottom of your pillar upwards. Most common is from the top of your pillar or from behind. And sometimes this is both occurring. What's not so relevant, Nada explains, is the exact how of it, even though you now understand these are the options there that are most often used. What is more relevant is understanding how it feels when this energetic braiding takes place, and B, why and how this can benefit you in your life here on earth. So breathing up and down your pillar a few times. And just for the sake of you getting into the habit of asking and giving permission for this particular Ascended Master to temporarily braid his or her energy with yours now. If you feel resistance, you can simply say no. However, for pretty much each and every one of you here today, you have come here to experience and learn about braiding. So if you do have blocks, simply hand them over now. And then when you are ready, say you are ready, and this Ascended Master will start braiding with you, most likely coming from behind your energy bodies or from above or both. Simply allow this to occur now, and this braiding simply means connecting, but in a stronger way. So not simply receiving energy from, but connecting your energies. It's like shaking someone's hand and then holding on to their hand. You are then connected instead of shaking someone's hand and letting go again. So there is a deeper connection through braiding than simply receiving or being around the energy of this particular being. Receiving these energies now, and this particular Ascended Master is very skilled at allowing you to feel most clearly, allowing you to feel safe, allowing you to feel the elation of this beautiful connection, for they come in through a very high frequency as well. But it will perfectly match to what you need, Nada explains. When this braiding takes place, this Ascended Master will have a message for you, and perhaps an energetic transmission, words of wisdom, and perhaps a gift. receive this braiding now, understanding that this is a temporary braid which for some will last only a little while, and for others of your choosing it can last for a shorter period of time, perhaps hours or even days, and in some exceptions weeks. Nada explains that when this braiding occurs, it is like your energy and your energy bodies can more easily lift in frequency. You can move through certain initiations and learn certain lessons. One thing needs to be explained very clearly. Nada says, never will an ascended master or anyone else from your support team be able to carry the load for you. You always remain responsible for your journey, your initiations, your choices, your actions, your words, everything in your life. However, it's like you have someone who's assisting you, someone who's on your team. And through braiding, it is like this is a team member who can help you more easily than simply via an energetic exchange without the braiding. But the free will always lies with you, and the responsibility always lies with you. It's like many hands create light work. This is the analogy to look for. And sometimes by braiding, it is easier for you to see higher constructs or which roads you can choose to take. The thing to understand is that the choice and the consequences and lessons connected to the choice always lies with you. Your ascended master simply wishes to assist you, and through braiding they can assist more deeply than normally. And if this feels a bit overwhelming, simply express this to your ascended master, and they will understand to what level the braiding will be relevant for you. Keep breathing up and down your pillar now, and you may be taken on a journey into your inner world, may receive gifts and messages, energetic transmissions. Be open to anything. The main thing to watch out for and look out for and to learn, Nada says, is how this braiding feels and what your particular ascended master wishes to share with you. If you aren't receiving any of this, simply trust that it is happening, and in your daily life you will notice this braiding. And Nada is just checking in with these different ascended masters that are currently braiding with each and every one of you. Okay? And there's a consensus agreement that this braiding for this particular exercise, this particular learning experience will be 48 hours from completion time of this session in your earthly time. And the exception is if you wish to disconnect and stop the braiding process prior to these 48 hours. However, Nada explains, this will primarily be driven from old patterns of fear and disconnection, and so the first step is to try to hand these over to your higher self or to your ascended master to be transformed. This may be a great breakthrough for you, and simply enjoy the time that you do have in this braiding connection for the next 48 hours, and truly try to feel how this can be of assistance in your life. Breathing up and down your pillar now. 80% complete with this initial experience in this initial temporary braiding with your particular ascended master now. Keep breathing up and down your pillar and try to relax while remaining conscious. And understand that it is you always in the driving seat. It is merely someone there with you now, supporting you, who is always there in any case. However, more closely there now, more closely connected to you. Perhaps an analogy that could be useful, Nada says, is they are in the same room with you now rather than on the phone with you. Now this analogy is only meant as an analogy, Nada shares with a smile, for in no way does it compare to that simple analogy. However, it may help the mind to understand the difference of merely asking for help and this braiding process. 90% complete now. Also, Nada explains that in this braiding process, it is your free will to ask for a deeper activation of this braiding. Sometimes you may want to ask for direct assistance, and other times it is merely more of a background information, like a computer program running in the background, rather than standing next to you in the foreground. So during the braiding, you can have different levels of engagement, so to speak, and this is all dependent on what your wishes are and your particular choices while this braiding is present and active. Completing this first stage now, and understand that it is a part of this ascended master's consciousness that is connected to your consciousness now. And again, you are in full control of this process. Simply see it as an experience and see it as a tool, for this assistance is available to you, Nada says. Breathe up and down your pillar now as a second stage in this learning and experiential process of energetic braiding will start to take place. And this time it will be with 100 angels and archangels. They start to gather around each and every one of you now, and these angels and archangels again have a specific connection to you, a relevant connection to you, and you have a relevant connection to them, remembering that this braiding process, this exercise, this learning is benefiting the consciousness growth and expansion of all involved, not just you, but for the angels and archangels as well. Gently breathe up and down your pillar now, handing any thoughts over, any emotions, any thoughts like, oh my goodness, 100 angels and archangels, that is a bit too much for me, I don't deserve this, or what will happen to me, will I be overtaken by these energies? Hand any of that over, for these are old limiting thoughts. Remembering that the angels and archangels come in from a very high frequency to assist you, and this braiding is starting to take place now with these 100 angels and archangels. And again, Nada explains, you may feel this braiding sensations from behind or from above, or in some cases from below as well. For some earth angels, it may be more logical energetically to connect in through the lower part of your pillar, your grounding, as it is connected to Mother Earth. So be open to receiving this connection through above, below, or from behind. And again, if you don't feel any of this or see any of this or notice any of this, simply trust that it is happening, and then your experiences will be more in your daily life beyond this session, as you notice the effects of how you feel during the next period, remembering you are always in control and it is your free will calling the shots. Breathe and receive now as this braiding is 50% complete now. For some of you, you will start to, or have already been receiving messages, visions, insights, be taken on journeys, receive gifts, or certain energy, colors, frequencies, shapes moving through your consciousness. Allow all of this to happen. Some of you may be feeling spiraling energies, or may be taken to certain places in your inner world where there are messages for you or insights are being created for you, remembering that it is like creating a mastermind, this braiding. So you will have access to more brain power, so to speak, more energetic power, more energetic clarity and insight. And this is a really good example, Nada says, of how braiding can be seen. It sort of amps things up. It sort of increases the voltage. It sort of increases the clarity of being able to see. It increases the strength of your binoculars. It increases the vantage point from the mountain. And this is all to assist you, remembering that it is all your responsibility, all of your choices and all of the consequences and all of the lessons are all yours. They are in no way to blame or because of the braiding in positive sense. It is a tool energetically that you can use, and if you are listening to this session, you are ready to engage with this. You are ready for this on your ascension path, in your spiritual journey. You will not be here right now listening to this if this is not of resonance to you in energetic frequency. So you will already have done a lot of your spiritual and personal development work to actually be engaging in the message of this particular frequency, for this is an advanced tool you are learning and connecting with today, Nada says. This is an advanced spiritual tool, the tool of energetic braiding, temporary energetic braiding, and permanent energetic braiding. 80% complete now. In the braiding with these 100 angels and archangels. Keep breathing up and down your pillar. Relax into this now. It is fully safe. You are safe. This is a positive, joyful, elation experience, and any fears and worries and constriction, hand it over now. Surrender into it. Let it go now. It is time for these wounds to heal now. It is time for you to have this tool available to you when you need it and how you need it. Understanding that, for instance, the angels and archangels always travel in group consciousness. They are always connected to each other, even though they have their unique energetic signatures. They are always working as a team. And this is a tool that gives you a taste of a higher level of group consciousness and group connection, in a way where you are still fully responsible and fully engaging through your free will. So it is a very safe way to experience more than what you can as a singular soul. 90% complete now. If you're feeling overwhelmed, this is possible. Nada explains. Breathe more deeply down to the heart of Mother Earth and ask for her support to help you ground the the power and the amazingness of this realization that this is possible. This may be new to you. However, it is tools you have used across many lifetimes, multidimensionally, and across many timelines. So this is familiar to you, but you are remembering it now. And there may be an excitement in you of remembering how powerful this is, and how amazing this is, and how relevant it is to you in your here and now, in your mission, aligning you to your mission, assisting you with your mission. And when you are braided, you can talk about what it is you wish to use this energy for, perhaps to further projects, perhaps to gain clarity on a conundrum that has been puzzling you for a long time, and so many other possibilities, Nada says. Let yourself be guided creatively. Sky is the limit in the use of this particular tool. 100% complete now. Explaining that it is important not to see this tool as permanent braiding. For the ascended masters, your support team, your guides, the angels, all these beings you can choose to braid with, are not going to do it for you. They are not going to do your journey. You are always the one that needs to take the lead. They are assisting you. They are your assistants. If a project leader does not lead the way, nothing is going to get done. So do not think this tool will assist you to be able to let it all go and everything will magically start to happen for you. No, you are the one leading your life. You need to be the center of your life. This is about self-centeredness and understanding that this is a tool that will assist you. And this is a tool that these support teams are very excited about you learning again, for it gives them a deeper opportunity to assist you, which they so long for. The final experience in connection to energetic braiding, Nada says, will be permanent braiding. Now you may ask, but how is that possible? This is possible, for this is permanent braiding with your God presence, higher self, spirit energy. Again, understanding you are a soul on a spiritual journey in your earthly incarnation. However, in a God presence level, there are many soul extensions, many other parts that are all part of your spirit, your higher self, your God presence, all having different experiences and different timelines and different realities and realms. By merging, braiding more and more with your God presence, you will have access to more and more gifts. You will become more and more of who you are on a God presence level here on earth. The more of your higher self you can anchor into this physical vessel, the bigger you will be able to become energetically. The clearer you will become, the more clear your mission will be, the more fine-tuned you will live this existence to create a maximum happiness, health, and abundance for you and all of those whose lives you touch through your existence. This is the plan you had when you came down. This will be assisted by permanent braiding with your God presence, parts of your God presence, different soul extensions. You will heal their wounds, have access to their gifts again. And by now experiencing this permanent braiding, your God presence will start to connect you to parts of you that you are ready to connect to. And this is an ongoing exercise. However, you can speed this up by connecting to your God presence and asking for this permanent braiding, sometimes in this regards called merging, and this will assist you to walk the fastest and most powerful route possible for you through your free will. But it is always your God presence that will know best for you However, through your free will, you can ask for a deeper level of permanent braiding. And using your free will in this way will assist you powerfully to fast track and move through your journey in a powerful way and in an empowered way. Breathe up and down your pillar a few times as your God presence brings through energetic streams in regards to this permanent braiding now. Again, do not be afraid. This is all you. This is all your energetic signature. And again, you may be taken on a journey, will receive insights, energetic transmissions, words of wisdom, and gifts, whatever else you may receive, insights. Allow it all to unfold now. Keep breathing up and down your pillar, remain conscious. Let go of any blocks, any limitations, any energies drawing you in different directions away from what is happening here, distracting you. Let it all go, hand it over, surrender through these layers now, Nada explains. And for some of you, this deeper braiding will feel like coming home. And for others, it will be met with resistance, for this is simply resistance you need to move through and energies you need to transform so that these deeper connections to all that you are can take place in your earthly incarnation here and now. Be deeply grateful that you are receiving this now, for this will greatly enhance your life, making you happier, healthier, and more abundant in all areas and all ways. All guided by your choices, your actions, your intentions, and the course you set out for yourself, guided by your higher self in divine union, communion. 60% complete now. Understanding Nada says this does not mean 60% complete with all of your God presence braiding with you. This means 60% complete with that part of your God presence that you are now ready to permanently braid with. It is like a next step or a few steps up for you in full embodiment of your God presence here on earth. 70% complete now. Keep breathing up and down your pillar. Take all of this information in. For some of you, you may start to feel vortexes spinning through your energy bodies. Others will experience different color sensations, different crystals, different energetic sensations, different temperatures, or even sounds and words. Gifts, energetic transmissions, be open to receiving it all, remaining present as you breathe up and down your pillar. 80% complete now. %90 complete now. Simply feel how this final stage is being sealed up for you, but also the temporary braiding with the 100 angels, archangels, and with this particular ascended master. All of these energies are starting to be sealed in together now. All of this is now 95% complete. Simply breathing up and down your pillar, letting go of any last remnants of resistance, blockages, anything holding you back. And as this completes, for some of you, it may feel like an opening, something popping open, almost like fireworks, energies moving. It may feel like a freedom feeling. Enjoy this, enjoy this, enjoy this. And Nada says for the next 48 hours, be very mindful of your experiences. Play with this. Be aware of this tool that you have activated for 48 hours and can so again whenever you want. And be guided by the length of time needed. Sometimes you may only need it for a few hours, or perhaps sometimes even up to a week when you're moving through a certain phase in your life. Understand it will not replace you doing your journey. Nada says this is such an important thing to understand. It is always going to be up to you. Your team will not climb the mountain for you. However, they will be there to help lift you up, guide you, assist you with information, help you in the right way. And the permanent braiding will be a very clear guidance of your path, the decisions to take, and will draw in that which is relevant for your next steps on your journey. Nada thanks you deeply for being willing to accept this gift into your life again, this advanced spiritual tool. She blesses you very, very deeply as we ask for all this energy work to be sealed and to integrate with grace, ease, love, light, and empowerment. We send all these energies down to the heart and the core of Mother Gaia, so all beings may access them when it is relevant for them on their path. Come fully back into your here and now, into your physical body, breathing up and down your pillar a few times. As we ask for all this energy work to be sealed and to integrate with grace, ease, love, light, and empowerment, we thank Nada and the temple and our ascension councils, the angels, archangels, the ascended masters, Mother Gaia, our God presences. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so be it, so be it. It is done. Many, many, many blessings for the next 48 hours. Enjoy this renewed access to this advanced spiritual tool. Many blessings.